You are now listening to On One Radio. Let's talk. Welcome to all my new listeners, and welcome to all my own ones, day ones. Big shout out to you guys. Thank you for your love and your support. Y'all be doing it big over in the private group over on Facebook. If you guys not aware of it, check me out on Facebook. Yes, there is a private group. And while you're over there checking that out, check the Tony on One page out on Facebook where you can keep up with all the information, news, and updates about the shows. I don't count likes, calories, and or blessings. I don't have time to. God keep me busy. I don't dine with snakes or bite my tongue. It is what it is. I am what I am. And I am Tony Williams. And welcome. It's a few minutes, 3 minutes to be exact, after 9 p.m. It is July 17th, 2019. It is Wednesday. Happy hump day to everyone. I hope your week has been going really good. I hope you haven't let anybody fuck up your mood and or mojo for the week. So we're about to dive on in. The topic for tonight is own it. Yes, own it. Whatever it is, own it. Now, let's get to the meaning of owning it. All it is accountability. Being accountable for what you do, say, how you are, your reactions. I mean, just flat out everything about life. Own it. The good, the bad, the ugly, the horrible, the ratchet, the fucked up. Own that shit. It's your life. But as we all know, a lot of people are refusing. I mean, tooth and nail hanging on to the wall, digging into the wall to be made to tell the truth, to own up to shit, like a normal person. Accountability. The fact or condition of being accountable or having responsibility. Just to give an example, their lack of accountability has corroded public respect. Synonyms: responsibility, liability, answerability, reporting, obedience, antonyms: unaccountability. Now that we have gotten that part out the way, let's do the damn thing. All right, now, we all know a lot of people, and I hate to have to say a lot of people, but it is what it is, and I'm going to tell it. But we have a lot of people who will not own up to their shit. I mean, take for example, I'm pretty sure you guys have been keeping up with the news. The mom who took her kids for a ride in the pool on top of her car. Yes, I said that, and if you haven't heard, now you have. This heifer done put the pool, look, kiddie pool, on top of her car with her two daughters in it, water and everything in it. Yes, and proceeds to drive down the damn street. Thankfully, she got pulled over and was arrested. But of course, she couldn't understand why the hell she was getting arrested. Did you know why you getting arrested? You endangered the lives of your daughters. She just wanted to take them for a little fun ride and keep them cool and keep them cooled off. What does that sound like to y'all? This bitch ain't got no accountability. She's not finna own it. On what you ask? Thank you for asking. Owning up to the fact that she was wrong. You do not do that. A good mom is not going to put her kids' life in jeopardy like that. She is not going to put herself in a situation to where she would be away from her kids. But do you think she owned up to it? No. She felt like the police were wrong. Now, you guys can find this story just about anywhere. Go online and you can find it. Whether it's Twitter, Tumblr, wherever, Facebook, it's all over the place. It was on the news. If you're like me and you don't really watch too much TV, you're always online watching things, then it's online. But this bride did not own up to it. Why? She felt like she had privilege. Now let's break that down a little further. Okay, now her understanding was pretty much zero about the situation because she felt like she was doing what she felt was right. Although it was wrong and she was called on it by the authorities, she felt like she should have been privileged to been let go, not arrested, for two reasons. One, because she felt like she had female privilege. Two, she felt like she had white woman privilege. Yes, I said it. No, I'm not racist, but I am going to tell the truth. Those were the things that kept her from understanding, taking accountability, and owning it. She felt that she shouldn't have been arrested, that the police were wrong. No, boo boo, they were not wrong. You wrong. And it just goes to show how many of these females who don't know what the hell they're doing with these children. And I mean, she's not the only one. You have women that are giving up. You also have men doing the same thing. The black woman who drove her kids off the bridge and killed herself and her two children. She didn't own it. She didn't own up to the life that she had produced. Whatever her personal thoughts and feelings and reasonings were for doing it were incorrect because it was not love. So what if she did not have a partner? That part was already said, done, and over. So what that you have two children? Take care of them. Do what you can do to take care of them. Not kill them and yourself. It's accountability. It's accountability. You don't kill them because you can't take care of them. You don't get rid of them because you don't want them anymore. Her accountability should have been, okay, I laid down, I had these kids, regardless of what this man decided to do. I'm going to be a great mom and care for my children and give them the best life possible. That's owning it. That's owning it. And the sad part is, even in death, she is still going to have to own it when come judgment day. I'm just stating facts. So don't shoot the messenger. And if you guys have any comments or you want to say something or you have a valid point that you would like to talk about, you can contact On One Radio by email, TonyOn1Spreaker@gmail.com, On One Radio Talk at gmail.com, by phone 337-513-4478, or by Skype. The name is Live Tony on One to chat. And don't forget to like, share, and follow me on Tumblr, Facebook, Vigo Videos, Snapchat, WordPress, Twitter, Instagram. Check out my YouTube and Live Me. And if you're looking for On One Radio, it is found at www.spreaker.com/user/Tony on dash and the number one. All right. So let's get further into this now. Accountability, owning it. Now we also have, now let's move on over to the law enforcement side of things. All right. LAPD officer charged with raping two victims. He was linked to earlier sexual assault after DNA match. And this was a 10-year veteran, everybody, with the Los Angeles Police Department. He really was charged with 2 counts of rape. Now, our topic is, of course, owning it. Own it. You did it. But you thought they wasn't going to find out because, Mr. Officer, you're an officer? No, that means they're going to find out a little bit quicker. In some cases. Let's just say that because we know some officers cover for others because they're afraid to own up to what they've done. So you can't be mischievous. You can't do wrong things and think, oh, nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to be done about it. No one's going to say anything. I'm big and bad. Nobody's going to say shit. Wrong. Everyone must own up to their bullshit. They must. No one gets a pass on it, whether it's now, a little later, or much later. But either way it go, you're going to have to own it. Now, this officer thought he wasn't going to get caught. He thought nobody was going to ever know. He felt comfortable. And again, why is that? Privilege. Privilege. He felt privileged. And this is, what was his name? Police officer William Rodriguez, 33 years old. He was arrested on Tuesday. He felt like he was privileged because he was an officer of the law. No, nobody is above the law. So now he has no choice but to own it. So now he's in here and he's pretty much fighting for, let's see, what is this man fighting for? He's fighting for everything: freedom, respect. The job is going to be gone. His career is gone. So he's got to own that as well. You can't do things and think that you're never going to have to own up to it. It does not work like that. And the sooner that people understand that, the better off that they will be. They can live a better, healthier, more reasonable life and lifestyle if they just own it. It's just being honest. Honesty means so much to me, and it should mean so much to everyone else. Because in the end, if everything else is stripped from you, what do you have left? Your word. And if your word means shit, you ain't gonna get shit. Seriously. I mean, it's bad, but it's out there. It's so many that don't want to be honest. It's so many that don't want to tell the truth. If people didn't have the capability of lying, hiding, covering, pretending, or wearing a mask, the world would be much more different than it is. But since that's not the case, and we have free will, free choice to do as we feel, people will sometimes make the wrong choices. But when you do something, own up to it. Own up to it. It's like some of the other videos that I have been watching on YouTube. And as a matter of fact, earlier tonight, I was watching this guy called Bounty Hunter D. He was doing an episode on lie detectors and things like that. This dude brought his woman in, swearing up and down that he believed that she was cheating. Oh, she gotta be cheating. This is what he told him. Well, he hired Bounty Hunter D because he's also a private investigator. Hired this man to follow his woman, to give her a lie detector test. Do you guys know she passed with flying colors? They followed her. They saw what she was doing every day. She was doing nothing wrong. The woman was at the library reading to children. She visited her sister, her mom, and she took her butt back home. But he was still insisting on the fact that she was cheating. Sounds kind of interesting, right? Yes, I know. I felt the same way. So I'm continuously watching, and well, Bounty Hunter D has a wife, and she's on the show as well. And she came up with the bright idea that this man keeps trying to insist that his woman is cheating. So let's follow him to see what he was doing. And guess what? Turns out he was the cheater. You see how that went? He was actually the one cheating, but he hired Bounty Hunter D to follow his girl, to give her a lie detector test. See, like I said earlier, at some point or another, we must own up to our bullshit. And on this particular episode, dude got what he was looking for. And Bounty Hunter D's wife made a great point. Typically, when a person is just dead set on you being a cheater, it's because they're pushing off on you what they are actually doing. They're not owning up to what they're doing. So they're wanting to push it out on you just to see if you are. Because it gives them an excuse. It gives them a reason. Well, you cheated, so did I. But in this case, his woman was not cheating. It was him that was cheating. They even brought the other woman in. And pow, the fireworks went off. I'm talking about it was scuffling, arguing, all that good old shit. If y'all don't watch Bounty Hunter D, I say watch him. He is good. His wife is brilliant. And it just goes to show the very topic we're talking about tonight. Own it. Instead of this guy owning the fact that he is the cheater, that he was the one making a huge mistake, he put it off on his woman. And she was innocent. Like I said before, now or later, you will have to own up to it. Now he has lost a good woman because he was cheating. Oh, he was in his feelings because they followed him. The guy got all outraged. Oh, no, I paid you to follow her. I paid you to give her a lie detector test. And you going to do it to me? Yes, common sense dictated that. We must own what it is we do, what it is we say, how we behave, how we carry ourselves, and what comes from our presence around others. Whether it's at home, at work, at play, friend's house, vacation, it doesn't matter. We have to own it. We do. There's no getting around that. We must own it. Now, moving along, going a little farther into this about owning. All right, we also have here a New Jersey judge who gave leniency to a teen from a good family is off the bench. Why do y'all think that is? Uh-huh. Just as I suspected as well. His leniency was basically just trying to give this teen a little slight slap on the wrist, although this teen was wrong. Him being a civil servant, who is supposed to be doing his job, failed to do his job. Because this teen was accused of sexual assault. But instead, he cited on the stand that the boy's good family and high test scores made him feel that he shouldn't. So now he will no longer sit on the bench. Now, not only did he prevent this teen boy from owning his bullshit, he basically disregarded the laws, the rules, his job and pretty much enable this kid to feel privileged enough to go out and do it again. This teen learns nothing. This teen is not going to own up to his mistake or his action or his ways, his character, anything. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's too much of this going on. So now this judge has to own his part of the bullshit for not doing his job. Now, the state Supreme Court, in an order Wednesday, also stated it will begin formal removal proceedings to oust Superior Court Judge John F. Russo Jr., who asked an alleged rape victim if she kept her legs closed. The court suspended Russo without pay in the meantime. Finally, someone gets their just desserts without pay. Because we all know what's going on. Like I say, we pay attention. Some of us do. We pay attention. We have judges, we have lawyers, we have police officers, we have landlords, we have doctors, dentists. I mean, everyday civilians who are not owning up to their shit. If you did it, own it. If you said it, own it. If you wrote it, own it. You must own it. And that includes all the racist comments. That includes disliking someone, hating on someone, being very ugly to others, hurting children, all of the above. You must own it. Which reminds me of something else. Now, everybody likes to take sides, which I am not. I am not going to take sides. Male or female, I'm not taking sides. I'm on the side of right and truth. So let's groove with this. Now, all these females, young and old, and for the old ones, we're going to call them possums, running around trying to trap men with babies or lying, saying they're pregnant and they're not, or lying, saying a man hit them and they haven't. You guys must own it. You have to own being a liar. You have to own being manipulative. The same goes with the guys who are out here lying. Oh, no, I ain't got no girl. No, I ain't married. But your wedding band is in your pocket or it's in your glove compartment. Yeah, boo, I want to be with you forever. I want you to have my baby. And then when she gets pregnant, and then you're like, no, that's not my baby. That's you fucking everybody. You can't be manipulative either. You can't be a liar either. You must own up to what you told this female. Like I said before, I don't take the male side. I don't take the female side. I'm on the side of right. I'm on the side of truth. And it must be spoken. It has to be said. At some point, you will have to own it. If you're dating two women and both of them do not know it, at some point you're going to have to own the fact that you're being a little gigolo there. You're being a player. And the least you could do was make sure these two knew about each other and they knew what the situation was exactly, and you could have a merry little triangle family there. The same with females. You can't do it. If you're going to be with two guys, make sure they know about each other. Make sure they know everybody has an understanding and know their role and know their place in the situation. Other than that, you're hiding. You're being a coward. You're wearing a mask. Own it. Don't brag about being a player. Don't brag about being a pimp. You can't do all that. Own it. If that's what you are, own it. If that's what you like, own it. Don't hide it. Don't cover up. Don't play games. Because people get hurt. I always say this, out of two people laying down, somebody is going to get up with feelings. So make sure off the top there's an understanding. Oh, no, baby, this is just sex. Oh, no, boo, I'm not trying to have sex with you. I just wanted to go out to eat because you were trying to take me out to eat and shopping and shit. Be honest. But like I said before, not many people are capable of doing that. Everybody wants something. I'm not going to say everybody, that's not fair. A lot of people want something for nothing because they're not capable of taking accountability for what it is they want. If I want a brand new car, that means I have to go out and bust my ass and make the money to get that. I can't just be like, oh, you're a beta, dude. Go get me a new car. Oh, are we together? Yeah, something like that. No, 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 and hell no. You want it, you work for it. Whatever you do to get it, that's you. But own that shit. So that way later on, nobody can come back and take that car from you and be like, well, now, see, I got you that on the premise that we were together, that you were my woman, or that you was my guy. No, that's not a good way to be. If you want something, work for it. If you want someone to believe you, be honest. If you want to be friends with someone, actually be a friend, a truthful, respectful, non hating friend. And you got to be careful with that friendship shit too, because everyone who says that they're your friend is not your fucking friend. It might be something that you have that they just want, and they don't want to go out and work and get it for themselves. And that's males and females. Oh, and also, while I'm thinking about this, that little game that people like to play, oh, that's just my friend. If you fucking them, that is not your friend. That's your booty pal. And you need to be honest with yourself so you can be honest with others. Own it. Because when you don't, you're no longer considered to be wifey material or husband material. How can you? You can't own up to what you're doing, to what you're saying, to what you're representing. No one's going to take you seriously. No one can trust you to be able to take you seriously. Accountability. It plays a very large part in the day to day. That's why a lot of people can't get good jobs. That's why some people don't have a lot of friends or they can't keep friends. The turnover rate is ridiculous because either they're fucking their friends' mans or wives, or they're stealing from them, or they're talking about them behind their back, or they're lying, or they're trying to be manipulative, or they're users. So any of those things would keep you from having good friendships. It will. And it keeps you from owning it, owning who you are, owning how you are, owning how you represent yourself. Because to be honest about it, not only are you representing yourself, you're representing your home training. You're representing your mother and father. You're representing your family line, that whole gene pool. It's true. Some people don't like to hear it, but it's the truth. And it needs to be said. Now, some may disagree with me, some may agree with me. But let's be serious here. Let's keep the shit 100 for real. You gotta give respect to get it. You gotta earn trust to get it. But if you're not that type of person, you want to be grimy, you want to be sleazy, you want to remain a snake, or you're always still looking to get over on somebody. Don't expect the best from someone. Own your shit. That's the only way you're gonna grow. You're gonna mature. You're gonna learn. Because everything that we do, we have to own it. Now or later, we must own it. That's the way life works. There's no getting around it. Like seriously, no way to get around it. Nobody is going to get off here on this. No one. You see what happened to Bill Cosby? You see what's going on with R. Kelly? I mean, you see what they're trying to do to a lot of people. It's always some mess going on. It's always something going on. That's coming from the people who can't own their shit. They can't own the fact that they're broke. They can't own the fact that they don't have anything. So they're trying to leech off other people or steal or take or whatever you want to call it. It's like being in a relationship with someone and they're horrible in bed. Or they're a horrible wife or a horrible husband. They don't do anything. They don't want to do anything. They're cheating. They don't want to clean up. They don't want to cook this, that, and the other. And you tell them, hey, look, we're not going to keep being able to work out if you can't get with the program. I'm doing XYZ. I need you to hold up your end of the bargain, your end of this relationship, and help me out. You're not giving your man the puss. Your man is not giving you the D because y'all giving it to somebody else or vice versa. However it's going. And then they're like, nah, this is all you. No, no. Own your part of it. The other person's part is still trying to be there with you and support you. Especially being married, there are going to be rough times, and you're like, okay, well, I have to own up to the fact that I married this person, so I'm going to give them an opportunity to get better. And when they don't, and you end up having to call them on it again and then call them on it again, and you're like, hold up, I can't do this anymore. This is not working. Oh, no, it's not my fault. Oh, no, it's your fault. No, you have to own your part. That's how some divorces end up very ugly because the other party doesn't want to own up their part in it. And that's what makes it more difficult. It really does. And I did a previous show on baby mamas and baby daddies, and that goes right along with this owning it. If you have a baby by a man and he chooses to take care of his child but not to be with you, you can't hate him for that. You can't make his life a living hell. You can't stop him from seeing his children because he chooses not to be with you. You have to own that. But for some people, that's too much like right. It's very unpopular to do what's right now for some dumbass reason. But that's the way the world is rolling. And there's some people that are rolling with that shit. Well, I'm here to say stop the madness and own your mess. Guys, if you're with a chick and you don't want to be with that chick, let her know. So you can move on and she can move on. The same with the ladies. If you don't want to be with this guy, own that, be honest, and say, look, this is not going to work, or this is not working, or I do apologize, but we need to separate. We need to break this up because it's not working. Own it. It will make things much easier. The transitions and changes in life could go so much smoother if people will start owning it. If you say something to make your cousin mad or your brother mad or coworker mad. Own it. You said that. I mean, typically we look at it like this. How I say something is how I say something. How you take it is how you take it. Yes or no? It's always going to seem to be a yes and no thing. But the truth of the matter is, at least that person's being honest with you and telling you how they feel so you know where you stand. And you have to own the fact that they were truthful to you. No matter if what they said hurt your feelings or not. Truth is healing. There's power in that. It's an understanding. It's taking accountability. You can't say, okay, well, take for example, I am let's see, let's just throw some fake weight on me. Let's say I'm 400 pounds and I'm 4 foot tall, and I meet this fine man with dreads. And I'm like, you don't have a six pack, you don't have a six-figure job. This man is looking at me upside my head like, bitch, are you retarded? You 4 foot and 400 pounds. Your expectations are too damn high. Oh, you call me fat. Oh, you shaming me. Stop throwing that out there. Own it. Own the fact that you have some weight on you. Own the fact that you may not be first choice, but there's someone out there for you. But you can't be mad at the world because it's like that. You can't sit there and demand all these things that you want and expect from someone and expect for them not to have any expectations of their own. Own it. Being more realistic, being accountable, having responsibility, that's where it's at. It may not be popular, it may not be cool, but for adults, that's what we do. We own our shit. It's okay to own shit when it's a car or let's say an iPhone. Oh, I got an iPhone. I bought me an iPhone. Oh, that's cool to own that. Oh, I got me a little car. It's cool to own that. But you got two dudes over around the corner fighting over you. You won't own that. You gonna sit your ass back there and you not gonna say shit. I don't know what's wrong with them. You know what's wrong with them. You be for real. Own it. Fellas, how the girls call it. You got me pregnant now. You act like I don't exist and you want to tell me it's not your baby and da 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 da. Dude, there's a possibility. Obviously, you had sex with this woman for her to call you and say so. Get a blood test. Own it. Because if it's not your child, then she has something to own. The fact that she lied. Don't run from responsibility. Don't run from accountability. Run to it. It will save you a lot of time and effort in your lifetime. Keep it 100 with yourself and you can keep it 100 with everybody else. Fuck to keep it 100. Keep it 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Keep it 1,000,000,000. People will have more respect for you. You'll feel better about yourself and your surroundings and who you deal with and who you associate with. But for God's sakes, damn it, own your shit. Own it. It's not going to kill you to own it. If you're wrong, own it. If you're right, own it. If you don't know something, own it. Try to learn it. It takes time to be able to fully open your eyes, but when you do, things will become much more clearer. It will. And that I can promise. But as long as you fake and shake and lie to yourself and lie to everyone else, you'll never be able to own it. You'll never be able to have accountability. You won't be able to expect anything from anyone else. because you don't expect anything from yourself. Accountability, responsibility, liability. Own it. I'll say it again. Own it. If you're pretty, own it. If you're ugly, own it. If you're happy, own it. If you're sad, own it. Change it. But own it. Not only will it help you, it'll help those around you. Because when you make a change for the better, those around you will notice. Somebody's going to take notice. They're going to go, oh, okay, well, shit, if she can do it or if he can do it, huh, I can too. I can own it. It's not going to kill me to own it. But we must take accountability for anything and everything we do, say, how we are, how we respond, how we act, our character traits, all of it. That's the only true way to actually love yourself or anyone else. So from now on, people, let's own it. Talk to your kids, talk to your nieces and nephews. Let them know that they need to own it. Own up to everything. You guys have been listening to On One Radio. Let's talk. I've been your host, Tony Williams. I thank you for tuning in. Tune in next time for the next show. Follow me on Tumblr, Facebook, Vigo Videos, Snapchat, WordPress, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Live Me. And also on Facebook, check out the Tony on One page and the private group On Ones Day Ones. Shout out to you guys as well. Shout out to my Vigo Video fans, my Tumblr fans, my Twitter fans. Shout out to everybody. And make sure you own your shit and tell others to own theirs. Have a wonderful Wednesday. It is a jello shot kind of night for me. And as always, stay beautiful and stay blessed. And I'll see you next time. Later.